Y'all, I've tried to review this movie like 4 times now, since May. I have to do it at this point before the year ends, otherwise I am just a failure.
Sistemle beraber yönetmelikler ve programlar tek bir ezen düzenli bir şekilde günlük bültenler aracılığıyla aktarılacak.
The Antenna is written and directed by Orsun Bayram, and it tells the story of a desolate apartment building in Turkey, and the strange series of events that begin plaguing its residents when the new TV antenna is installed on the roof. I had plans originally to check this movie out at Chattanooga Film Festival. I even started watching it, but I was so drained at that point that I just was like, I ended up falling asleep and never got to finish it. And it finally came out on VOD, like, back in October, I think, and I'm just getting around to reviewing it now. The Antenna is a very interesting movie, and it's one that's kind of hard to describe. It's a cold, bleak, technophobic body horror movie that leans heavily into political allegory regarding the rise of tyranny in Turkey's government. It's kind of reminiscent of early David Cronenberg a la Shivers, in that it's a tense, slow-burn body horror movie confined entirely to a single building. Where this movie excels is in its tone. Bayram captures this strong, cold melancholy from the opening scene, which kind of feels reminiscent of 28 Days Later in that you're just watching this man walk to work through these cold, empty, completely desolate streets, and it totally sets the tone for the kind of movie you're going to be watching. There's this oppressive atmosphere to the movie from the start, which makes sense given what it's discussing. The performances across the board are all really damn great, but I really do want to pay special attention to her, who plays Yasmin. This girl has a lot to tackle, and it's during those really intense scenes during the film's third act that she gets to shine, and shine bright. What I think is the most fascinating thing, though, is what this movie is trying to explore. The film itself is set at an undefined time in Turkey, but its centrism on the installation of a TV antenna and government-sanctioned broadcasts speaks volumes about its actual message. Turkey's leap forward in the technical age, especially with the updating of their national broadcast system, was their government's first step toward tyranny, essentially robbing them of their entire identity and sense of self. And Bayram explores the ideas of getting turned into one of these drones of the masses in really weird, abstract ways that I found visually stunning and unnerving as hell, and it makes The Antenna a really unique watch. The biggest problem with this movie, honestly, is its pacing. This movie crawls. This is a slow burn of a movie, emphasis on the slow, all caps with spaces. It moves at a crawl, and given its almost 2-hour runtime, I would actually describe it at times as boring. It slugs agonizingly slowly to its third act, during which things speed up marginally, but never enough to keep you riveted to the screen. The good thing I can say about The Antenna is that it's a movie you don't have to pay super close attention to. You can pretty much get what's going on just from watching the visuals. You don't have to pay attention to the subtitles. It's the sort of movie you can throw on in the background and do other tasks and still look up and get a creepy visual here and there, while still getting probably most of the necessary information. I'm going to say that The Antenna is good for fans of slow burn allegorical horror. If you want to see a movie that explores the rise of a tyrannical political regime in a very different style, I'd recommend giving it a watch. It's a fun little foreign art horror film that's very reminiscent of early Cronenberg, and I think it presents enough new and different ideas to be an interesting watch. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, click down there, like, comment, subscribe. There's a Patreon link down in the description if you want to donate to this channel and be like any of these cool people right here. I would really appreciate it, and even $1 would help. You can get access to all sorts of cool new rewards, anything from access to my private Discord server where we do movie nights once a month, to gifts sent right to your door. And if any of that interests you, please consider donating. I would really appreciate it, but even if you don't, thank you so much for watching anyway, and I will see you all very soon.
Güç kaderimizdir.